Let's say you've decided to start a business. Awesome idea. Your own business is good because you're your own boss. You can lock yourself in your office any day and cry in despair. There's nothing easier than starting a business. Everyone knows that. Buy cheap, sell it expensive, and buy a Porsche Cayenne with Alcantara armrests with the difference. Ideally, let's say you've had the guts to say goodbye to your job. You've managed to put some money aside to pay for mobile internet, a welcome mat, and a garden chair. You've made a start. But you're left face to face with statistics, and they're against you. 9 out of 10 companies close in their first year of existence. No more than 3% of those who started today will last more than 3 years, and let's be honest, your chances are slim. Sooner or later, all businesses end. There are 2 endings. Either the money runs out, or you run out. Accept it. If you're okay with that, great. In this video, we will analyze the 5 most popular reasons why aspiring entrepreneurs close. The first reason is to do everything yourself. As a rule, businesses are started by specialists. Good chefs open restaurants, programmers make their own apps. Designers disappear with prepayments, but business is a separate discipline. It is important to perform a service or produce a product well. But not enough. The list of your responsibilities is added. Attract customers, control finances, and put out fires at all stages of your company. Many crumble under the load that they were not ready for. Do not do this if you yourself are not ready. You can be as convincing as possible, but if people do not need your 6-wheeled bicycles, there is no point in opening a production. In other words, check if there is demand. The best way is to find out. Hit your face with the market. Find a person who will be ready to buy your product before you spend years developing it. Send an offer to a potential client and collect feedback, preferably in money. Do not be afraid if the feedback is negative. This is a basic tool that the entrepreneur himself needs. Working without a plan is like starting to build a house without deciding on the layout. You will build the house, but it is unclear whether you will be able to live in it. Planning helps to divide one big task into several small ones. Let's say you want to earn 1 million rubles a month. Your first million? This is 1.0 transactions, on each of which you will earn 1.0 rubles. Now answer yourself honestly. What kind of product is this for 1 ruble and how to make 1? Transactions. How many meetings is this? How many people saw the advertisement? And so on. This will be your business plan, and planning will also save you from unnecessary costs, unnecessary people and processes. Reason 4. You do not need to save on advertising. Your phone. All. Efforts will resemble a sailing regatta in absolute calm. Ask yourself the right questions. Where to get clients? How to make them come back to you again and again, recommend you to others. If I had $4, I would give 3 of them to advertising. Making a product that people need is task number 1. Task number 2. Tell people about it. For example, this is Ivan. He is a designer of expensive interiors. Half of the residents of Rublyovka used his services. His main source of clients is word of mouth. During Ivan has few subscribers, and there were no geeks among them. Vanya did not take into account that the new product requires advertising. Don't be like Vanya. Believe me, there are many ways to attract. Distinguish your money and business money. First, you pinched money from a project to close some personal wish. Then you take on a new project to close payments on the previous project. And then a new one to pay taxes, because you did not put aside for payments. In the end, all this turns into a snowball. And it into cash gaps, violations of the payment calendar and bills. Now it's time for you to call Saul. Business is money. It is important to learn to count and distinguish it. What came to your bank account is not your money. Subtract taxes, contractor expenses, variable expenses like telephony. Ideally also depreciation, and put aside for business development. And after all the deductions, what's left is what's really yours. It's difficult, I understand, but you can't even imagine how many businesses have closed because they either didn't. Wouldn't it be right not to count money at all? If you don't understand, at least get a notebook or an app on your phone and write down all your expenses and income. We've only scratched the surface of what needs to be done, but mistakes are inevitable. And the sooner you start making mistakes, the faster you'll start growing. Keep pushing forward. Nothing in the world can replace persistence. Talent can't replace it. There's nothing more common than talented losers. It can't replace it.